Yeah, so long story short, they're never gonna fix that background. Oh my goodness, we have a chance. We need to roll a 2. Oh, please. I have a... I have a 90% chance to get a star this turn. That's good odds. I'll take those odds. You know, if I was playing Pokemon Red right now, you know, that might be a miss, 90%. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't trust it with that, but... Oh, we got a 10. Look at that. We got the opposite of a 1. I mean, that's not the opposite of a 1, but I guess on a 10-sided dice block it is. Anyway, we got the first star of the game. Let's go. About time. Oh my goodness. And like I said, the star just kind of stays there. Like, that's kind of it. We should definitely steal coins from Yoshi, because Yoshi could steal our star. After all of that, that would just be the absolute worst. We kind of want the star to move over to this island now, because I need Yoshi to not get a star. Well, I mean... Hold on. Then I have to go over here. That feels like just like a bad idea to do this. We're going down. We're staying over here. We're sticking with Cantaloupe Island. We're here for the long haul. Oh yeah. So the thing I was talking about, by the way, was balance with mini games, and I think it balances out if you play a long game of Mario Party. That was it. I guess I did finish that thought. There wasn't much more to that thought, I suppose. I eventually got there, right? We talked about the slot machine background. We talked about balance. We talked about minigame balance. Oh man, there's no balance in this minigame, guys. This is the first Mario Party they made, and I love it, alright? I do. This is a lot of fun. And I wouldn't change it. I love all the stupid gimmicky stuff in this. Look, I should have went over to the other island. Regrets. Regrets. Yoshi rolled 2 1s in a row. Yeah, because last turn they had the plus block and they rolled the 1 as well. Oh man, that's well, we're over here now. You know, the best case scenario is that Yoshi passes Bowser, and then Bubba switches their locations. I mean, that's that's literally the best case scenario. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Just me and Yoshi again. This is the Yoshi actually being the top competitor on his own board, by the way. That's kind of neat, I guess. If not a bit unintentional. Oh, Yoshi faked me out. Oh, so close. I almost had Yoshi gone. Look, we're losing ground now. I don't really know what determines that, but oh man, we were so close to knocking Yoshi off the edge here. Yoshi, just turn around. Just like you have like weird AI and just oh, there we go. We got him. We bullied him to the edge. Also, I have no idea how I'm gonna edit these. I don't know if I'm leaving in these borders right now for like the Switch Online. I think I kind of am because it's fun. I know I've already messed around with the editing for like the first part of this, Mario's Rainbow Castle. Oh, this is good, I think. Oh, well maybe. Depends on what I roll, I guess. Alright, that was a weird way to get a 5, but we got there. That was a very odd turn there. Alright, we got chance time. Yeah, but I've been kind of messing with like the borders and stuff, because like some parts of this game expand to the full screen, and then the board doesn't, weirdly. I don't know. So I'm like kind of undecided if I want to. I was like messing around with like making the board like expand to like fill in like the dark space, but again, I don't know if I'm leaving in the Switch borders or not. I don't know. The only reason I say this is right now I have the Switch Nintendo World Championships icon right now, which is just it's just a number 3 spelled out in Mario 3 coins, which is honestly one of my favorite icons they've ever released, and I may keep it like this for a very long time, especially because, you know, OdinSpack 33, so it's kind of like very easy branding to clearly know who I am. It's very obvious what it is at a glance. It's a 3. And it's from Mario 3, so that's fun too. This is coins, right? Oh yeah, Yoshi doesn't have like any coins anymore. Okay, we're good. So, again, I don't know if I'm doing that or not, or if I'm putting in a little custom one. I don't know, but we're gonna play Balloon Burst again, but this time for actual coins and not to not lose coins from Bowser. So, I also like how in this game everyone's like kind of diagonal, and I wonder what reason they had for that. I wonder if that was some sort of like, if there was like an overlap in like the balloons or something, or they didn't want to give the impression of like one player being ahead or something. There's got to be a reason, right? Like why everyone's like diagonal like this. There's got to be something. I'm very curious to know why they did that. If I had to guess, they didn't probably want the balloons interfering with each other, because they probably just like overlapped with each other and it probably looked bad. That's what I would guess. It probably has nothing to do with like who's ahead, because you really don't need to pay attention to anybody else in a minigame like that. You know what's so crazy thinking about that? Like, so obviously in a game, oh man, this is bad. This is a rotate the minigame stick, but like I'm using my other hand. I don't normally rotate the stick with the left hand here, but like I said at the beginning of this, my right hand kind of hurts. We might lose this. I'm not doing too well. We'll see. I'm giving it my all here. I don't know if it's enough though. No, it wasn't. And on top of that, I just got to hurt my hand for no reason, I suppose. You know, for as much as the warning they put in the beginning for rotating the stick, it's like impossible to do it without hurting yourself and winning. And like, even if I used my dominant hand there, like, I don't think it would have been any better. I'm just saying, I really don't think it would have. Alright, what was I talking about? besides that, what was I just talking about? Oh no, I had a good subject to talk about and I just immediately lost it. Oh man, it's gone. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that one back. I mean, maybe I will. I know we were talking about Mario Party. I mean, obviously. Obviously we're talking about Mario Party. Oh man, I've lost it. This is like the Goofy episode. Like, oh, that's what we were talking about. Oh no, it came back, guys. It came back. So this game, I don't know if they intended this, but it's a great spectator game. Like when you look at a game like Balloon Burst, right? Like really, you only need to focus on yourself. And I mean, if you're playing with 4 people, you know, they obviously need to have a camera to like kind of show, like, so everyone can see who they are. But like, honestly, like there's so much of this game where like it's really fun to watch. Like, and this is like way before, like, I mean, not before the internet, but definitely before, like, you know, Let's Plays and stuff for sure, right? Like definitely before streaming and all that kind of stuff. They really did make a great spectator game by accident. Oh man, if we could, Yoshi actually won. Man, Yoshi the one probably won that one too much. But yeah, they actually made a pretty good spectator game, and that's not why I'm choosing to make a series on it. I mean, I guess it's good. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to add to the Mario Party 1 content out on, you know, on the internets. But no, it actually is a really fun just game to watch in general, just because so much can happen in a game of it. And I think it's interesting because most board games probably wouldn't be too much fun to watch. I don't think I'd probably want to watch somebody play Monopoly. Probably not. But I don't know. I would love to watch people play Mario Party. I don't know. There's something about it. It's also, I also get lost watching it sometimes, where like I like feel like I lose, like even while I'm playing it, I'm like, how did this person get in first? Which seems really weird, but it's definitely something that can only really happen in a game with like automated control, like, you know, automated scorekeeping and whatnot. I actually, what is happening here, Wario? Can you like, what are you doing? What is, these are a hard AI. These are the best computers in the game. Okay. Yoshi finally figured it out. That was the longest game of Keep Away that did not end in failure ever. I don't think you've ever seen an 11 on that timer. I don't think I have either. Look at DK just right in front of the frame there. Mario just gone. Deservedly. What the heck was he doing? Actually, Wario wasn't any help either. I don't think I touched the key once. I actually had a board game-esque game on the Commodore 64. I hardly remember how it works, but it's definitely an early. I'll talk about it as much as I can remember about it. It's called Robot Rascals, and it had like actual cards that you used, and I think the objective was to get like certain items and then go back to home. But yeah, it worked like a board game, and I mean so much so that it had actual playing pieces in real life, right? Like there was actual cards and stuff. I would love to like track that down. I still have the disc for it, but I obviously don't have any of the required things for it. I also don't have a Commodore 64 anymore. It's a thing I complain about a lot. I don't know what happened to our childhood Commodore 64, but guess what? It made its way into me complaining about it into another Let's Play series. So, I mean, actually, have I complained about it on video before? Maybe. I have no idea what happened to that Commodore 64, but I have all the games that we had for it because somehow that survived, which maybe is for the best, because I feel like that might be harder to track down than just getting a Commodore 64. I mean, you know, I feel like that's probably the toughest part of like regaining a collection, is getting the actual physical games back, you know, for like an NES or SNES or something. You know, those start adding up, but like obviously they made a whole bunch of the consoles, and same goes for the Commodore 64 as well. Okay, good. I really did not want to be the first player here, so I can keep talking about this random computer I had growing up, as opposed to you know, Mario Party. But no, like that man, the Commodore 64 was just such a cool, like, it's like if you don't know what a Commodore 64 is, by the way, I mean, I don't blame you. It's you know, it's pretty old. It's before my time, but it's also not, because like my grandpa had it, and then I ended up inheriting it. And so like I said, we had a whole bunch of games for it. It was just like it's just like a weirdly like early gaming computer. You know, it wasn't very powerful or anything like that, but it had lots of cool and unique things to it. I feel like a lot of my creativity comes from that, because you could also like code on it. Not that I really knew how to do anything other than like print. I think I was able to print text and maybe have like simple like yes and no arguments. I probably wouldn't even know how to do that now. But like, I feel like there was just lots of cool creative stuff. Like I remember playing Adventure Construction Set, which is like basically like the earliest RPG maker you can think of. And like I said, a game like Robot Rascals, like a weird like board game, you know, in real life and on screen. Is there like really anything like that? I guess the last thing that was like that I can think of is Mario Party E. Which was for the e-reader, where you know what's funny is that one's kind of the opposite of how Robot Rascals worked, where the board, I guess I should steal from Mario, the board was in real life, and then the games were like on the Game Boy Advance, or if you played with a Game Boy player, which I guess is the ideal way to do that, you could do that as well. Should we go to the other island? Yeah, we'll get a one-player minigame. Let's do it. I'm feeling pretty good. You know what? We'll raise the price to 3. That's all I got. I don't know, 3 coins. I could have went nuts, I guess. Well, let's make it 3. We'll play a one-player minigame. But yeah, Mario Party E is a thing that exists, and I have played once. I played it at a convention. It was at MagFest. And the recordings of the actual game like didn't work. Like it was like webcam footage, and it was or not webcam, but it was like a camcorder. I think this is before we all had like good cell phones with recording, or we just decided like, that won't be very good, but nowadays that's definitely what you would do. You wouldn't get a camcorder, you know. I would say most people wouldn't. You probably just use your cell phone. But yeah, I know we had that, or we played Mario Party E, and the footage of the audio footage survived because I think it was recorded differently. I think it was recorded off a computer. I think we used like a microphone and we used Audacity, which I'm still using. And we recorded from the Dazzle. We recorded the actual mini game. So we had all of that. That survived. And I want to say we uploaded that to the Puddle Plains HD YouTube channel. And it's probably still up there. But yeah, the game itself did not survive. And I don't remember if it was like amazing, but definitely so much of the game when we played it, we were just like hoping like a mini game would happen. So I don't think it's really the best design. It's not the best design of a game meets in real life board game. There's buried treasure again, by the way. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 on it. We'll give it a shot. Maybe the treasure's just in the exact same spot. I don't see any signs. Oh my goodness, it pretty much. I think Yoshi got it though. Yeah. He did the lightning bolt strat. It worked. Man, we could have had that again. But yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was the best conversion of in real life board game, and needing some like electronic peripheral. But again, you know, I would love to see something like that again. I love ambitious stuff like that. Because, I don't know, I just think it's fun. I guess that was the era of lots of, like, DVD board games. I guess that was a thing, which I kind of forgot about. I had, like, this WWE board game that used a DVD for, I think, like, random events that would happen in the game and, like, trivia. It was kind of neat. I remember the board game aspect itself being really fun. But then, like, the DVD aspect, like, really weighed the game down. I think we found a way to play without it. But yeah, I guess that era, like, you know, like the mid-2000s, definitely had a lot. And I guess late 2000s probably, too. Lots of DVD board games. And heck, how could I forget Nightmare? The VHS board game. Like, that's a classic from my childhood, where the game stops every once in a while for the host to make fun of you. Like, that's basically what happens. The game just makes fun of you once in a while. It was fun. I don't know why. Like, what a silly premise. If you never ever played Nightmare, I believe it also goes by Atmosphere. Other places in the world, I don't know where, but I know it also went by that. You can probably just find the video of it online. Really? I didn't win that? I feel like I was doing pretty good. But yeah, I guess that's another board game that has some sort of game aspect on, like, the TV. I feel like most of them are like that. And I guess this goes back to what were we talking about? Mario Party? We on the last 5 turns yet? No. I guess, you know, Mario Party is just really entertaining to watch on a TV. It's got the board game and the game aspect all in one spot. It's very easy to do. You don't have to worry about any other kind of peripherals or anything. But, you know, they're always going for that stuff in real life, like kind of blending the reality between real life and games. I mean, you got VR, I guess, is kind of like that. They had that Mario Kart Live home circuit, which I don't actually own anymore. I did, where you could race, you know, Mario around your house and set up the course, and like in game it would change the course, it was pretty neat, honestly. It's a neat idea. That bombs away again. So yeah, there's lots of stuff like that. But you know, as far as a board game where the board is on the TV and the game part is in real life, well, you're gonna have to play Robot Rascals for that one. Stay tuned for my Let's Play on Robot Rascals. That'll be after. That'll be after Mario Party. We'll do one board playthrough of of Robot Rascals. I'll figure it out. I'll, you know, track it down. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much money, or I'll print off whatever resources we need. Whatever you need. However you can play it